We are going to do a live trading session today on the Riv and Blueberry funded. So we're going to start with the Riv. We're going to look at all the pairs that we trade like boom, crash and volatility, and then go over to the Blueberry funded side and look at trading there. So I currently have a $56 account with the Riv that I'm going to try and trade today in the session. I'm going to try and find the most optimal setups for you guys, because a lot of you have been asking me to do live trading sessions, look at live setups and take the trades if possible. The same with my Blueberry funded account. I currently have a $50,000 Blueberry funded phase 1 account. I took a very small trade just to see how the spreads and all those things are before going into the account full force. So guys, I am ready to take trades with you guys, so that you can follow along and see how I analyze and see how I do it. I also have my indicator ready on my Blueberry funded account so that we can check how the indicator works as well. But I'm going to first start off with the Rev. We're going to go through the charts so that you guys can see what I am looking at. We're going to go through most of these pairs and look for potential setups, and then actually take the trade on my phone on MT5. If possible, I might even put in a few buy or sell limits if it isn't close to a trade. Okay, so we are currently here on Boom 1000. Boom, we're only looking for buys. I don't really like taking sells on Boom. So we're currently in a bullish move. As you can see, we are quite bullish. If I look at taking the Fibonacci tool from the top to the bottom of this move, we will see that around the 50-ish area, there isn't, or well, the 50 to the 78 area, there isn't really any order blocks that we're going to look at. This order block here has already been retested. Technically, if I was a little bit earlier today, I would have actually caught like at, let's say, a few hours earlier, this trade would have been caught quite easily. Let me quickly just set this to my time. I see that every time the Riv resets this. So if I was like 4 hours earlier, I would have caught this 50% trade. So you can see that we take it from the bottom to the top of this move. It went down into the 50 on that order block there, like how I explained it in all my videos. That would have been the perfect buy. So currently on Boom, I'm actually quite sad I missed this trade. Currently on Boom, there's no trades to look at now. Nothing really big. Maybe if we take the bigger frame over here, maybe when Boom starts moving down into these type of areas, we have, let me just delete this one. We have this big fair value gap there, accompanied by this order block. So this might be a safe area to actually put in a buy limit, but because it's so far away, I'm just going to leave it currently. When it gets close to this area, this is a safe place to then just maybe go down to the smaller time frames to look for those entry points, like a 1 minute or a 5 minute entry. Let's quickly look at this area here on the 1 minute. I just want to make sure what type of move we looked at. Okay, so it is over here. Right, perfect. So you can actually see, let me just get this line tool over here. So you can actually see when you draw out this line here, you get the break of structure to the upside and then back into this order block here. So this is your perfect sniper entry on the 1 minute for this trade. So now you can actually see on the 1 minute how this buy trade would have actually played out perfectly. So going from the higher time frames down to the low time frame and finding that entry on the 1 or the 5 minute. So there you can see, guys, I'm actually quite sad. This was such a nice boom spike. Would have been a perfect trade. Okay, crash 1000. Let's quickly look at crash 1000. We are moving into this type of bearish move now. It broke these lows over here. So if we take the fib from, let's say, this top to this bottom, we will have our entry point over here on this Fibonacci, or on this order block there. So there we go. Let me just look at the bigger time frame quickly, like the bigger chart. So yes, that's actually a very good place to place a sell limit on this order block. So I might actually do that. Give me a few seconds to do that. Let's go to crash 1000 chart. Okay, we are going to place a sell limit on here. Okay. Okay. So we've got this sell limit placed now on crash 1000. So I'm just going to drop a smallish lot. My stop loss I've placed above this high. Okay, guys. So that is what I'm looking at currently. Because crash is still so close to this order block, it can be like in a few hours before it hits. I will double check though when it comes into this area. I will go and see and look at the 1 minute, because I don't really want to have a trade that just shoots through. Okay, if it shoots through this 1 minute, doesn't give a confirmation, I might just close the trade a little bit closer to that part over there. Okay, so crash 1000 might have a nice setup for you guys to look at. Then let's go quickly to crash 500. Crash 500 currently is in this bullish move now because it broke this high over here. Once it breaks this low, we can go bearish again. So currently no possible trades in my opinion for crash 500. If we go into boom 500, let's quickly look at what boom 500 has in store for us. Wow, boom 500 also looks like a trade that we kind of missed with a few hours. So if I place my line there, it broke the high there, so we are in a bullish move again. It needs to break all these big lows here before we go bearish again. So with the boom pair, we are actually quite good with this move. So close to the 78 area, I see we had a respected little order block over there. So it's now too late to enter, but it was once again a very beautiful trade, which sucks to miss out on. But I mean, if you can't watch the charts the whole day, we can't watch the charts. So going back into the 1 minute, into this area over here, and you can already see again, I mean, it broke the structure again to the upside. Over here, you can like see the break of structures to the upside. Break, 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 break. Fair value gap retests, order block. You can see this whole red candle is an order block into that fair value gap and order block into that area. You could have placed your buys here, your stop loss nice and tight at the bottom over here. Okay, so that was another trade, guys, but you can now see the way that I'm thinking, the way that I'm looking at the charts. So I'm just going to look at volatility still. One more thing to look at on volatility. I'm a little bit of a lower time frame guy on volatility to start with. Volatility is currently very bearish. We broke all these lows going down. So I usually find like an equal low like this. It broke to the downside, so we already broke. And then we broke these smaller lows, you know, to the downside. So we are currently very bearish, okay? So we will take the fib from there to there. It's a lot like this crash 1000 trade, possible trade, and we will look for any type of retest in this area. But I'm not the biggest fan of this big order block here. It's a very large one. So this is one I won't place a sell limit on. This is something that I need to watch going into the smaller time frames there. And like my previous video on volatility, what I'm looking at is a M type movement, a break to the downside, a retest of that M on the 5 or 1 minute to the downside. So that's what I would look at with volatility 75 on the Riv. Okay, guys, so currently the only trade is crash 1000, and then we missed 2 ones on the booms. So that's very sad, but let's go to our Blueberry synthetics account. So guys, $50,000 account, very nice. If you want to trade your props, I highly suggest go look at Blueberry Funded. They sorted out their spreads. I know the spreads are slightly a little bit big, but that's people who trade on the 1 minute. I really don't understand when people just want to trade 1 minute. You can still risk manage so well on these accounts. by trading like how I explained. So guys, go test out, go get yourself a Blueberry funded account, a synthetics one, and trade it like how we trade it. We give you all the tools, the knowledge, everything for free. So guys, what is stopping you from testing and doing your own Blueberry funded account with the synthetics bot? Okay, so I'm currently here on drop, surge, drop, synthetics, and leap. Some of my favorite pairs that I've looked at here with Blueberry funded. Okay, so with regards to the order block indicator, you need to get that as per the videos on the group, and then the fair value gap indicator that we built you guys to trade. I'm just going to need to quickly change the color of this indicator over here so that we can see it properly. All right, let me just quickly. Okay, never mind, guys. This is going above my head at the moment. Anyway, so there's a green arrow over there, guys. There's a green arrow. This is an order block over here. I know it's quite difficult to see it on the chart now. I just completely forgot where to change the colors now. But wait, I know where. There we go. Let's make the color black. Let's make it black. Okay, now you guys can see the order block better. Sorry, for a moment my brain just went. Okay, so we are currently now on Leap 100. Leap is a upwards pair, so it just leaps. So we're going to look at finding these type of moves. Okay, so as explained previously, we can see that we are now in a bullish move, okay? Excuse MT5, so this high was broken to the upside. We are going more up to the upside. And we have this order blocked move. We have this order block that is shown over here. This is shown by the simple order block locator that MT5 gives you. But our traders review fair value gap system now gives you these fair value gaps. So the way how to trade this properly is by actually having the order block with the fair value gaps just afterwards. This is such a strong indication for a trade. And if you take the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, let's take this here quickly. I need to drag it. Also another horrible color thanks to MT5. You can see that in this 6178 area over here is your fair value gaps. So this is where you will try and find your buy. Go down to the 1 minute, wait for that order block, retest, break of structure on the 1 minute and take your trade there. Currently, still a little bit too far away for me to actually take the trade on my actual account. I would like it to be a bit more closer into this area for me to take it. I want to see that 1 minute action. I'm a very conservative trader. I just don't want to leave any buy or sell limits for this type of trade that's far away from where price currently is, you know. So let's quickly leave it that one alone. So let's go to Surge 100 over here. Surge 100 also, like I've said now, perfect order block there with a bunch of fair value gaps going to the upside. So once Surge 100 goes down to this area over here, we would look at some type of buy. Okay, the yellow fair value, the yellow Fibonacci not doing us any favors, but you can see how the Fibonacci, if you can, actually aligns nicely with these fair value gaps. So we'd probably look at this red area over here. Let's quickly go to insert objects line. Those 4 red candles indicate to us the order block, because when candles are together like that, together they are an order block. So once it reaches around the 61, just above this order block, that is when we will start looking for the lower time frame buy entries. Okay, drop. On drop, we only sell, guys. We only sell on drop. I don't see any trades here for drop to trade with. You can actually see a nice trade when it went into this order block here with that, with a little fair value gap afterwards, indicating that it is a strong order block, and it actually reached into that 50% zone on that order block before dropping further. Drop 100, currently no trade that I can see. no order block was indicated by the order block indicator, but it has very, very nice fair value gaps. Obviously, sometimes this order block indicator doesn't really catch all of the order blocks. Technically, this green candle here is an order block, so you can wait for it to go upwards into this area over here. So this is actually maybe a trade that I'm going to be willing to take. Let me take my Blueberry funded account and actually put a sell limit there because it is so close to the price. I can actually, after this video, have an eye on it. So let's quickly go into the account. Let's go to drop 100. Drop 100's at the top chart. We are going to place a sell limit on here. Limit. Sell limit. The price needs to be the bottom of that order block, 19320. Okay. We're going to put the sell limit at 19320. Okay, done. Okay, guys, you will see, I don't know if it's but there's a red line there. Okay, so we placed the sell limit there on drop. I actually need to place a few bigger ones there, bigger than the ones that we placed, but for now that would be good. So guys, there you go. You can actually see it on here. There's my sell limit. I want to actually edit it to a bigger lot size, to be honest with you guys. We are going to make it a bigger lot, but I'll do it after this video. But yes, you guys can see break of structure to the downside. We have that order block there, not indicated by the MT5 software, but it's really chilled. We know that's an order block, and the fair value gaps indicating a very strong possible sell. And you can also see all these green fair value gaps to the bottom. They still need to be tested. They still need to be filled by volume. So we have a lot of good confirmations for this sell. All right, we actually need to drag that down to there. I accept. Okay, cool, perfect. That is now my sell on drop 100. Okay, let's go to synthetic 75, like the VIX 75 of the Riv. You can see there was a order block over here. It's also green again, stupid MT5 sometimes, and it actually went into these fair value gaps and then went to the upside. But there's currently no trade for us to take over here. Leap. Oh, sorry, we did go this side. Let's look at drop 50. No trades as per what we saw. So, guys, currently no other trades except for, in my opinion, drop 100. So, I've got the drop 100 trade and I've got the crash, I think the crash 1000 as per the previous part of this video. So, guys, I know it's a little bit boring. I couldn't entertain you guys so much, but this is the boring part of trading, going through all these different setups, looking for where it is, using the indicator. You can obviously use the indicator on your Blueberry account or on the Riv account. If you want it on your Blueberry account, just let us know through email. But yeah, so if you purchase an account through Blueberry with the link in the description, and you send us the proof on email, we will give you the indicator for free. And then also, if you follow the steps in the group, you can get it on your Riv account. So completely free, just follow a few steps. I also have a giveaway currently on my synthetics group for a first place of $100 and then second and third place Blueberry funded synthetic accounts. So guys, go check it out in the group, join the group, check out the crazy giveaways I'm having. I'm just giving away everything for free because I love making content and helping educating you guys. So I'll check you guys in the next video. Go check out the Riv, Blueberry funded, and everything else. And I'll see you guys in the next video.